Hey, what's up, guys? As you know or might seen that many traders make serious money trading meme coins. Some people have taken just a few $100s or even less and turned it into six figures or even millions. Now you might ask, is it even possible anymore? Because you might have heard that some people says Solana trenches are dead. But for example, here are a couple of traders' wallets. This is one of Sendit's trading wallets. Sendit has made almost $10 million with one of his wallets, and these are his previous days. There are 3K days, 8K days, or even 17K days. And this is one of Cupsy's trading wallets. Cupsy has made over $27 million with this wallet. And here are pictures of traders' recent days. So as you can see, there is still money to be made in the trenches. In this video, I'm going to break down the approach I personally use to find meme coins and increase my chances of getting into strong plays early. The reality is that the market is always evolving. What worked a few months ago might not work today, and what works today might stop working tomorrow. So instead of relying on one fixed strategy, you need to understand the core principles that allow you to adapt and stay ahead of most traders over time. So let's get into it. The first thing you need before anything else is the right setup. Having the right tools makes a massive difference, especially in a fast-moving market like meme coins. Right now, the trading terminal I use is Axiom. The interface is very clean, it's easy to navigate, and it gives you access to both basic and more advanced tools that you actually need when you're trading. Whether you're just starting out or already have some experience, Axiom is one of the most fastest trading terminals out there, and they are constantly adding new features on their platform. Also, I use J7. It's one of the most popular Twitter tracking tools, and I always keep it open on my second monitor so I can instantly see new posts and tweets from people like Elon Musk or Donald Trump. If you want to try Axiom yourself, you can use the link in the description to get a permanent 10% discount on all trading fees. Signing up is simple, and once you're in, you'll be taken to your dashboard. At first, it's probably going to feel overwhelming. You're going to see a constant stream of new tokens launching, charts moving everywhere, and a lot of noise. It can feel like there are endless opportunities, but that's exactly where most people make mistakes. The truth is you are not supposed to trade everything you see. In fact, you should be ignoring almost all of it. Realistically, you won't touch 99.9% of the coins that appear on your screen. The goal is not to chase every new launch, but to filter out the noise and focus only on the few setups that actually have potential and fit your strategy. So, the first thing we're going to do is clean up all of this noise by setting up some filters. If you're using Axiom, the new pairs section is where every newly launched coin will appear. Every minute, dozens of new tokens are being created, and most of them are complete garbage. That's why we need filters for these three sections so we can avoid those. And let's start with setting filters for new pairs. Click the filters button and it will take you here. I recommend you to leave these three protocols on and select all quote tokens, SOL, USDC, and USD1. Next, click audit section and put here 1 minute because we don't want to see old tokens in new pairs. Next, go to social section and put at least one social. This means that the token usually has some kind of narrative. Now let's put filters for final stretch section. Press filters and leave all protocols and quote tokens on. Next, go to audit section and put here 30 minutes and here 2. Then go to metrics and put here 5,000 and 0.2 for global fees, and also at least one social. Now migrated section. Press filters and leave all protocols and quote tokens on. Next, audit, put here at least 10 holders, and last step, go to metrics and put here 10,001 here. And now your terminal should already look a lot cleaner now. Obviously, you're still not going to trade most of these coins. In fact, you'll probably ignore over 99% of them. The difference is that now you're only seeing tokens that are getting some actual activity instead of hundreds of completely dead launches. This makes it much easier to spot opportunities without getting overwhelmed by all the noise. We'll get into how I actually choose which coins to trade later in the video, but first let's finish setting up the terminal. When it comes to trading fees, I personally stick with lower settings. If my orders are going through just fine, I don't see much reason to spend extra on fees. If you want to change your fees, press this button in the left corner. And as you can see, my fees are pretty low. I have 3 presets where I have different fees for different scenarios, but I always use preset 1 and it works well for me. But the only time when I use my preset 3 is if coin is moving fast and there is a lot of volume. If you want, you can just pause the video and copy these settings. Also, I want to talk about the slippage. I usually keep it somewhere around 30 to 40%, but this is really personal preference. You can lower it if you want to be more strict with your entries, or increase it if you're trading very fast-moving coins. Once you've got all of that set up, you're ready to start looking for actual opportunities. A clean setup definitely helps, but clicking a few buttons and organizing your terminal isn't going to make you money. What actually matters is how you execute once you find an opportunity. For me, every trade comes down to 3 key factors: the narrative, the entry, and sizing. These 3 things are the foundation of my entire trading approach, so let's break them down one by one. The first step is figuring out which coins are actually worth paying attention to. With thousands of new tokens launching all the time, you need a way to separate the noise from the opportunities. And that usually starts with understanding the narrative. Every successful meme coin has some kind of story behind it. It could be a trend, a viral moment, a public figure, or just something that captures people's attention. At the end of the day, meme coins are driven by attention. The more attention a coin gets, the more people see it, talk about it, and potentially buy it. Now let's be realistic. Most meme coins will eventually die. It doesn't matter who created them or how strong the community looks at the start. The majority won't last forever. What really matters as a trader is identifying the coins that can attract attention and generate momentum before that momentum fades. That's why understanding the narrative is one of the most important skills you can develop. Next, let's talk about entries. Getting a good entry is a skill on its own. Finding the right coin is important, but where you enter can make a huge difference in your results. A lot of the time, you need to be able to quickly analyze what's happening and decide whether a coin still has room to move higher or if the move is already over. The faster and more accurately you can make that decision, the better. In general, the lower you can get your entry, the better your risk to reward will be. But that doesn't mean blindly buying every coin at launch. Sometimes the best opportunities come after a pullback, when a coin dips and most people start panicking. In those situations, you need to decide whether the dip is a sign of weakness or simply a good buying opportunity. And that's something that comes with experience. Now, last but not least, let's talk about sizing. Sizing simply means how much of your portfolio you're willing to put into a single trade. This is one of the most important parts of trading, because even if you're good at finding coins, poor risk management can wipe out your portfolio very quickly. As a general rule, I don't recommend putting more than 10% of your portfolio into one trade. For example, if you're starting with 5 Solana, your position size should usually be around 0.5 Solana or less per trade. The reason for this is simple. Not every trade is going to be a winner. Even the best traders take losses. By keeping your position sizes small, a single bad trade won't have a huge impact on your portfolio. This is what risk management is all about. The goal isn't to win every trade, it's to protect your capital so you can stay in the game long enough to catch the big winners. Before you start trading, there's one more thing I highly recommend setting up, and that's wallet tracking. Axiom has a feature called Wallet Tracker. It allows you to import a wallet address and receive notifications whenever that wallet buys or sells a coin. This can be a very useful tool if you know which wallets are worth following. However, I want to make one thing very clear. Don't blindly copy trade other people. Just because a trader buys a coin doesn't mean it's a good entry for you. In some cases, people know they have followers watching their wallets and can use that attention to their advantage. If you buy immediately after them without doing your own research, you could end up becoming their exit liquidity. The main reason I use wallet tracking isn't to blindly copy trade. I use it to see what other traders are paying attention to. Sometimes they spot narratives, trends, or coins that I haven't seen yet. Another reason is that if you rely entirely on copy trading, you'll never develop your own skills. You won't learn how to analyze narratives, identify opportunities, or make trading decisions for yourself because you're simply following someone else's actions. Wallet tracking should be used as a research tool, not as a replacement for thinking. Now let me show you where you can find some good wallets to track. One of the easiest places to find good wallets to track is a website called Kolskon. Once you're on the website, go to the leaderboard section. There you'll find a list of traders along with their performance and statistics. Let's use one trader as an example. If I want to track this wallet, all I have to do is click on their profile. Once you're there, you'll see part of their wallet address here. Click on it, and it will automatically copy the address to your clipboard. Next, head back over to Axiom. Open the wallet tracker, click on Manager, and then click Add Wallet. Paste the wallet address, give it a name, choose an emoji so it's easy to recognize, and then save it. Once you've done that, the wallet will be added to your tracker. From that point on, whenever that trader buys or sells a coin, you'll be able to see their activity directly on your charts and receive notifications about their trades. And that's pretty much it. You now have a solid foundation of how Axiom works and the basic concepts behind meme coin trading. Remember, becoming profitable takes time, practice, and experience. So don't expect to master everything overnight. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.